Hey guys, Connor with the Guns and Stuff here. In front of me I have my Ruger MPR. As you guys know, I had to send this back to Ruger. Today is Saturday, I got it Friday, and I sent it out to them the previous Thursday. So it took them 8 days to get it, fix it, and return it, which I thought was pretty cool. So I found a new problem when the rifle came to me. So this is the magazine that came with the rifle that was in the box. So what I'm going to show you guys is kind of what's going down. So the weapon's clear, put the bolt forward. I'm going to insert the magazine. Now check this out. The bolt is catching on the follower. All right. This happened with two PMags this morning when I went to the range. And unfortunately, the other PMag that was happening, I don't have it with me because it was not mine. It was from the range. So pull the mag out. It's going to go forward. So one more time. Pull the bolt back. The bolt should lock open all the way to the rear like this, but I'm going to go ahead and let that spring tension go. Didn't even catch it that time. It's catching on the follower. So let me take this apart and show you guys a little bit of what's going on inside of the rifle. So I was at the range. This was happening a few times with two different magazines. I had 4 mags. I'll talk about that in a second. So pretty much when you put an empty magazine in this, the follower of the magazine is going to push this bolt catch up. So it should look like that. And what that's going to do is, because you pull the trigger, round goes that way, bolt goes this way, and that empty magazine is pushing the follower up. So when the bolt tries to go back forward, it gets caught right here. So check this out. When I put this magazine in, you'll notice this follower, or this bolt catch, is not going to move at all. Stays in the same exact place, which this will cause the bolt to go forward again, even on an empty chamber. And that's not good. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's not good. So these are some other magazines here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that it might just be this magazine, but it might be something in here. So standard GI magazine, go ahead, put it in, and remember, this should pop up, which it does. So on that magazine, the bolt catch pops up. So this mag is good. Here's a 20 round PMag. This one does not work. Okay, so both of the PMags don't work. You can see that does not pop up. All right, so these two PMags are no-go. Here's a different PMag. Catches. It rises up. Try this one, totally different PMag. Catches and locks up. Different GI mag. Catches and locks up. So I'm thinking it might just be somehow these two magazines. I've never had an issue with these magazines. Actually, this one's new, so I don't know. But this one I've never had an issue before until with this rifle. So I'm going to go ahead and put the receiver back on because we don't shoot the gun like this. So this is how the gun operates. So I'm going to go ahead, put this mag in. It should lock open. And it does not. So this follower is not pushing that bolt catch up. This is the magazine that came with the Ruger. Pop it in. So this one is not going to lock open. It's going to catch. So the bolt should be back here. Should be right about there, and it's not. The bolt is catching on the follower of the magazine. So watch this. As soon as I take the magazine and the follower out of the picture, the bolt's going to go forward. All right, that's not good. These two mags are not working. I'm going to put those here. These ones here. So we're going to go ahead and grab a steel one. Mag in. Locks open, no issues. Different steel magazine. Insert. No issues. Mag out. Totally different PMag. Remember, those are the two that don't work. That's why I think it's a magazine issue, but it doesn't make much sense to me. There you go. That one locks open. Now final PMag. Bolt in. I'm going to put the bolt forward here. Or magazine in. Locks open, no problems. So now, just for giggles, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Colt into the picture here. This is my tried and true Colt 6920. I've had tens of thousands of rounds through this rifle. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this magazine locks open. It does. Remember, this did not work on the Ruger. Works fine for the Colt. Here's the other magazine that came with the Ruger that was giving me issues with the Ruger. Locks open just fine. One more time. Mag out, mag in. Locks open just fine with the Colt. And then we'll go ahead and try just one of these magazines in. Okay. So what that leads me to believe, and I did take this Ruger to my local gun store, and I had someone kind of look at it. We were kind of messing around with it for a while, and he thought it was maybe something with the receiver. Maybe something could have been out of spec, or the bolt catch was maybe a little bit too short. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, just for sake of conversation, I'm going to put a new bolt catch into the Ruger to see if that changes anything. So that might give me a little bit, and they let me have this. They said, try this out and see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and install this real quick, and then we'll come back. So one more time, here's the Ruger. This magazine will not hold open. That should not happen. The bolt should be all the way to the rear. Now, I'm going to go right with this magazine out of the Ruger into the Colt. And I know this rifle's probably almost double that rifle, but I'm just showing you guys this for a reference, all right? Just to get an idea. See? Then it didn't happen. That's weird. So now that leads me to believe that it could be the magazine. Yep. Okay, so let's get this magazine out of here. Let's try the 20 round mag one more time. Locks open. Go ahead and try it with the Ruger. See, it locks open. So it's just weird. Totally weird. This mag will not work. So everything's kind of pointing to this magazine. But again, at the range, it did happen with another magazine. I don't have that magazine because it was not mine and I couldn't take it. But it was a Gen 2 PMag, just like this one, and it was not locking open. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that new bolt catch in here and just see if that changes anything. Okay, so I just swapped out the bolt catch, just punch in and out. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if the bolt catch from Ruger might have been, I don't know, maybe undersized or something. I don't know. It's kind of pointing towards this magazine right now. Put it in. Yep. Nothing. That's weird. That's so weird. This magazine, I've never had issues. What it could be, and I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is it. It's just something that I thought of. Maybe this receiver could be slightly, maybe out of spec, and maybe this whole channel right here is back just a little bit too much. Maybe it could have been milled a little bit too short. It should have been milled a little bit up here. Again, that might be stretching it a little bit. If that was the case, I'm sure Ruger would be getting tons and tons of calls about the same thing. Or it could, it very well could just be this magazine. But this one I've had through this rifle tons of times. Let me try this one more time. Forward, 20 round mag. Locked opened. This is the bad magazine, we think. Locked open there. So, I don't know. That's just a weird... You know what? Let me put the lower back on the rifle here. Just kind of a weird situation, I think. I want to know what you guys think. So this is the new bolt catch in the Ruger. Here's the bad mag. Still doing it. Okay, that one locked open. Okay, so either one of two things. Simply enough, it could be this PMag. I've never had any problems with PMags at all. This one, I don't know. You can see where the bolt is catching there. It's kind of gouging it, but I've never had any issues with PMags. So could be the PMag. Also, it could be, again, I don't know if this is necessarily the problem. It could be this lower is maybe just a little bit out of spec, and that channel where the bolt catch sits is back just a little bit too much. And what that's doing is it's not letting that little hook grab onto the follower. Maybe. That little hook right in there. But this one worked fine. Nope. That time it's not. That time it is. This is just weird. Tell me what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I just kind of wanted to show you what's going on. I'm probably not going to send this back to Ruger. I'll probably just use, you know, the magazines that work and don't work. And if I get, you know, the bolt not locking open once in a while, I'll deal with it. It might even, I hate to use the word break-in, but it might even need some sort of a break-in period to just kind of loosen some things up. I put about 120 rounds through this rifle this morning, and I was mostly kind of messing around with the magazines. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Again, it could be just a bad magazine or two. It's weird though, because I've never had a problem with that magazine, or the lower could be out of spec or something. I'm not sure. Connor with Guns and Stuff, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Just to show you guys one more time, this is the bad magazine in the Colt. Put the bolt forward, mag in. It was just catching before I started rolling, before I started videotaping. It was just catching, or locking open. That's so crazy. Alright guys, one last quick thing. This is a third rifle. This is a rifle that I built or assembled a while ago. Just to kind of do one more thing. This is the bad magazine, and I have never had any problems with this rifle locking open on the last round. This is the PMag. Put it in. Let's see what happens. So it looks to me that this is just a bad magazine. 20 round PMag. I was having a little bit of issues with this one. Let's see how it goes. No problems at all. So looks like a magazine thing.